sprang up, and it brought quail from the sea, and let them fall beside the camp about a day's journey on this side and a day's journey on the other side around the camp, and about 2 cubits above the ground. And the people rose all that day and all that night and all the next day and gathered quail. Those who gathered the least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them out for themselves around the camp. While the meat was yet between their teeth, before it was consumed, the anger of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord struck down the people with a very great plague. Therefore, the name of that place was called Kibroth-Hattaavah, because there they buried the people who had the craving. Let's pray. Psalm 106, verse 10 says, "So he saved them from the hand of the foe and redeemed them from the power of the enemy, and the waters covered their adversaries. Not one of them was left. They believed his words. They sang his praise. But they soon forgot his works. They did not wait for his counsel, but they had a wanton craving in the wilderness and put God to the test in the desert. And he gave them what they wanted. He gave them what they asked, but sent a wasting disease among them. But they soon forgot his works." They forgot so easily, just like that, everything that God had done for them. So first of all, they forgot what he had done in the past. Like it says, he defeated their enemies for them. They saw in Egypt, these exact people that were alive, all of them right there, had seen not long ago. God saved them from the oppression of Egypt by sending 10 plagues into the land that didn't even touch them. It touched the people of Egypt, but it didn't touch them. And God used those 10 plagues to release these thousands of people from slavery. And they all saw it with their own eyes. Right after that, they crossed through the Red Sea on dry ground by the power of God. And by nothing but the power of God, nothing but a miracle, all of this so far. After that, they also drank water that came out of a rock by Moses hitting it with a stick. God said, "Do you want water? Here, have some water." Just springing out of the ground. And they had water. He gave them, he provided for them. And then on top of that, God spoke directly to Moses, the prophet who was with them. God spoke directly to Moses, and every single time God talked to Moses, Moses' face was glowing so much that they had to put a veil over his face so that the people wouldn't be afraid. These people, this specific group of people alive at this time, saw more miracles than any people who ever lived in those few months right before this story happened. They saw more miracles than anybody else. But what did they do? It says in Psalm 106, "But they soon forgot his works." Guys, this wasn't even a few months later. This wasn't in the time of their wandering in the desert yet. They hadn't yet gotten to Jericho and said, "Oh, we don't want to do that." This was on their way there. They had just experienced all of this. So they forgot what he had done. They forgot what he was doing. God was dropping manna from the sky every single day. They collected food that God dropped from the sky for them to keep them alive, that had all the nutrition that they needed to exist every single day. And the Bible describes it for us to tell us, hey, look, this is a viable food that God has given to them to eat. The presence of God was visibly with them every single day as well. And at night by a pillar of fire, and day as a pillar of cloud. God's presence, a physical representation of him, was with them at the time. So they forgot what he had done. They forgot what he was doing, which is so visibly right in front of them that they could see. And again, they still forgot what was right there. And also on top of that, they forgot what he had promised.
I can understand why.
Yeah, but still, it's a little bit extreme.
I've also been a part of the family of, like, you know, when the engaged people. What? I don't want to be right now.
And I can hear so well.
Huh? Wait, what'd you say? This was last night.
Oh, what?
Yeah. This was like right before we walked out the door last night.
Leland Vaughn, the music.
Zach, what part of Florida is this?
He's so funny.
They have Pro Presenter tonight too, by the way. So they'll be able to just download, like, they can just play ours. And I put 2 backgrounds in there for you. Oh my goodness. Alright.
Day after day after day after day after day to provide for us kids and to love us. So for those single parents out there, we absolutely love you. We want to wrap our arms around you. Know that this song is for you, that Jesus is there with you, fighting that battle with you every single day, and he will. So, man, it's been a great night. How about we give a hand to Scott and our Overflow family? There's been a couple songs I've never heard before, but man, the Lord has really used them to speak to me tonight. One of the most important takeaways tonight is this: don't go to Belt with the Gentrys. If you know Scott's going to Belt, do not go to Belt. Okay? But man,
say hello.
Hi.
Like introduce yourself.
All right.
Introduce yourself.
Hello.
Bring the drums out next.
Okay. This is Michaela, and yeah, she's our piano player, and she's going through a lot of back problems. And that's Isaac. He's going through a lot of back problems.
Isaac has
She's
a lot
got
of keyboard problems.
a lot of headaches and stuff. It's very serious. So can you guys please pray for her constantly? She very much. Wait, do it again. Yeah. Again, I feel creepy recording everything. I think it's better if everyone knows I am, though. And then you guys can watch it on YouTube. The YouTubes. Oh, I missed you.
Other way.
I can't get the moon. It's just a ball of light. I want like a telescopic camera. That'd be cool.
Oh my, I'm so satisfied by this pack right now. You have no idea. You have no clue. This is the most satisfying pack.
Yo, Gavin.
I'm so happy. Alright. Watch out.